Hi, welcome to Trendy Opportunities. Yeah, today I'm going to share with you an exciting news that is coming from the province of New Brunswick. Yeah, so recently the New Brunswick province in Canada has launched that is a fresh new immigration program. So this program has been scheduled to be piloted for the next 5 years. And guess what? The name of the program is New Brunswick Critical Workers Pilot. New Brunswick Critical Workers Pilot. Yeah, so this pilot program is scheduled to run for the next 5 years. And guess what? You will be able to migrate directly to Canada and live in the Brunswick of New Brunswick as a permanent resident. So this is a pathway straight to permanent residence. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the vital information and all the necessary information that you would need to be able to submit a successful application into this pilot program. Yeah, so the New Brunswick Critical Workers Pilot Program is scheduled to last for 5 years, and after 5 years they will review whether to see whether it is useful to continue with the pilot program or not. So you have the next 5 years to be able to input your application and come to Canada as a permanent resident. So I'm going to share with you some of the vital information and the things that you would have to know before you actually start your application. Yeah, so as I said earlier, this program is expected to last for 5 years, and the good news is that it is not restricted to certain areas or certain areas of specialty. Yeah, this program is open for all various sectors. So if you are in construction, if you are in education, if you are in ICT, health, or even in the forestry industry, you can be able to put in your application to be considered for permanent residence as well as a full-time job. Yeah, so this program is a bit different from all the other kind of immigration pilot programs that we are used to. So this video, I'm going to take my time to explain to you what is different about this program compared to all the other programs that you might have heard of. And I think this program is more simple and straightforward, and if you take your time to watch this video to the end of it, you would be able to get some basic and important information that would help you to be able to submit a successful application and probably join us over here as a full permanent resident. Yeah, one good thing about this pilot program is that there is no restriction, as I previously repeated. Yeah, so the good thing is that you just have to utilize your Google and then search for the critical job needs of New Brunswick, so that you would be sure of the kind of jobs that are high demand in this province, so that you will be able to put in a strong application. Yeah, just use your Google. Yeah, use your Google efficiently, and you'll be able to have a very good area, and if it matches your interest, you can put in your application and you can be successful at it. So just go through the video step by step, take your time, don't skip any part of the video, and at the end of the time you spend on this video, you'll be able to get all the information you need. In case that you would want more clarity or more information, you can drop a comment, and if I'm available, I will be able to answer you to the best of my knowledge. And also, if you need any other additional information, you can go to the Government of New Brunswick website and find out this information. Yeah, please note that when you contact the employers directly inquiring about this kind of program, they will always refer you to the New Brunswick government website. So it's better you go straight there, have some small reading on it, and you would be able to input your application. Also, I would like to let you know that I am not a certified immigration officer or consultant. Whatever information that I shared over here is based on my personal research and my personal experience. Yeah, so I'm not affiliated to any certified immigration consultancy here in Canada, and this is something that you should all be aware of. Every information that I'm putting across is purely from my personal experience. So the New Brunswick Critical Workers Pilot Program is different from the others that you might have the opportunity to know about, such as the Express Entry, PNP, or maybe Atlantic Immigration Program. Yeah, this program is a bit different from those ones, and I'm going to highlight all the differences and how you'll be able to go about your application into this program. With this program, you cannot submit your application directly on the Government of New Brunswick portal, but then what you have to do first is to submit to the participating employers, and once you get the offer, you will be able to know how best you can be able to go about it. Yeah, so the New Brunswick government is not accepting application directly into their portal, but then they've listed all the participating employers, that is the businesses that are seeking for critical workers, on their website. So when you go to their website, you can be able to access all the names of these businesses and then move straight to the business website and identify the kind of jobs that you want, then apply to it. So once you are able to secure a job with them, then I think 50% of the job is done for you already. The only thing left for you is to come to the New Brunswick website and then submit your expression of interest, and then you are good to go. So this one is more pretty much straightforward compared to the others that we are used to. Yeah, so I will take my time to explain to you how you will be able to do this, and also how to be able to search, navigate your way through the employer's website, locate the jobs, and how to be able to apply to be successful with this pilot program. Yeah, so as I just said, you cannot submit your curriculum vitae or your resume direct to the New Brunswick government on their website. No, if you do that, that will be a red flag. They don't need that. So you'd have to take your time and watch the video to the end. And by the time that you finish watching this video, you will be having much more information to be able to put in a correct and a competitive application to be able to secure a spot, and then you can go ahead and apply for your permanent residence to migrate and come to Canada to work. So this program is something that the New Brunswick government is very particular about it. So they choose the employers that they know that have the capacity to be able to host a foreign worker. So they look at some criteria that I would like to share with you over here, so that you will be well informed and know that if you're able to be successful in these pilot programs, there's nothing to worry about. So the best thing that you have to do is to put in your best and be successful at it. Yeah, so according to the New Brunswick government website, these employers that are being considered in these pilot programs were selected based on their previous record with recruiting foreign workers, and also their ability to help these workers develop their skills. So these are some of the things that they looked before they selected these employers to be participating in this. They also looked at those employers that has been on other New Brunswick government programs for the past 3 years. Yeah, so it means that if you are able to apply to these programs and you get it, you don't have to worry about anything. It means you are secure and you can be able to come here and have a good life whilst you work for the companies to benefit the country as well as yourself. Yeah, so these are some of the things that are stated on the website that I feel it is very important for you to know before you try and make your decision whether to apply to it or not. These are the participating employers. We have Coke Aquaculture, JD Ivan Limited, Group Savio, Group Westco, Imperial Manufacturing Group, and McCain Foods Limited. Yeah, so these are some of the top companies here in the province of New Brunswick that has been selected to participate in this pilot program. Yeah, so before you make any decision, I would also recommend to you that you visit their website, read more about them before you try to apply to any of their careers, so that you'll be able to be well informed to make your decisions and see that it is something that you are happy about, or it's a company that matches your skills and you would be happy to work with them. Yeah, so once you are convinced about this, you can proceed to their career page and check out their employment opportunities or the employment positions that are open at the moment. Yeah, so in this video, when you look into the description, you will see I will be sharing with you the links to these companies where you can be able to click and get access to the company website directly. Just as any other pilot program, they comes with some basic requirement that you must be able to meet to be able to have your way when you apply for the permanent residence. Although you might get a job with these organizations, getting the permanent residency application approved is not automatic. It is something that you also have to go through some selection factors and also get used to the system, so that you will be well informed to know what to put, what to add, what to do when you get the employment offer and you are moving forward to apply for the permanent residence. Yeah, so in this program they look at certain factors which I'm going to share with you. Some of the factors is age. Yeah, your age determines the kind of point that you get when you apply to the permanent residency pool, because it is competitive. You are not the only person who is applying to come to Canada as a permanent resident through this program. Yeah, so they consider your age, your language test. Yeah, you can take any of the language test. When you check their website, you would know the right type. So do well and check that before you put your application. They also look at education and also work experience. Yeah, but with this tool, if you don't have the qualifications, but then you've gotten the offer letter from these companies, you can write to these companies and they will give you an attestation letter that they are okay with your qualification or your work experience, and they would like to go ahead to work with you. So you reach out to them and they can give you an attestation letter to waive this requirement. I would also like to share with you the application process, yeah, from start to finish. Yeah, so with this pilot program, the first thing that you have to do is to apply for a position with any of these companies. Yeah, the second thing is that you would have to get an offer letter, a letter of employment from these companies. Once you are successful with that, then you can proceed to the application itself. Yeah, so these are the first two things that you would have to do if you would want to be successful with this pilot program. The first thing is that you have to search through the job website of these companies and apply for a job. Once you get the offer letter from these companies, good, you are good to go. The second thing is that you'd have to go to the Government of New Brunswick website and then submit what we call expression of interest. Expression of interest. When you go to the website, you navigate and locate the expression of interest tab, or you can equally search for expression of interest on their website. Once you create this expression of interest profile, you'll be added to a pool of other candidates. Yeah, so as you are in the pool of with the other candidates, they will select you and give you an invitation to apply. They will give you an invitation to apply, which they will notify you by mail. Yeah, they will notify you by mail. Yeah, there are some documents that you would require to be able to complete your application once you are successful with a job offer, and I would like to share with you in order as it is stated on the website of the Government of New Brunswick. Yeah, so with the eligibility document, you would need your language test and the work experience and education. With the language test and the work experience and education, you can write to the employer and they will give you an attestation letter to waive this document off for you, as I stated earlier in the video. Yeah, you also need your employment contract, and there's also one form that is mandatory for you to fill, that is called the consent and declaration form, and the name that it usually comes with is NB005. You will also have to fill the use of representative form, that is NB007. Yeah, that is also very important for you to complete. After that, you have to have an affidavit of translation if it happens that any of your documents are not in English, but once they are in English, you are good to go. You also have to have your work permit. That is, after you've gotten all these necessary documents from your employer and the Government of New Brunswick, you would have to apply for your work permit, and then a settlement plan. The settlement plan is something that you can also get it done with the assistance of your employer, or whoever will be able to assist you to get it done intact. Yeah, so these are the checklist of documents that you would need, or you would have to complete, or you would have to have to be able to submit a successful application into this new pilot program. Or the company that is employing you also has some obligation to complete certain documents and also upload onto the portal. And one of the documents that they would have to fill out is the critical worker employer declaration form, that is titled NBCWP004. They have to complete it, date it, and sign it, and also upload it. They would also have to upload an employment contract from their end as well, to be added to your file on the Government of Canada or Government of New Brunswick portal. Also, they would also have to provide a settlement plan to assist you, as well as the attestation form in the case that you need a waiver on your language or your work experience. Yeah, so as I said earlier, these employers has been chosen based on their track record of working with foreign workers. So there's nothing that you would have to be afraid of. You are secure and safe once you're able to be successful with this pilot program.